One thing you won't get to do out in the industry for the most part is have a chef take the time to say, here, let's sit down and try 5 different butters. They might do that themselves on their own time and figure out what they want. But this is an opportunity, actually a fairly unique opportunity to see the difference. You've read about it, you've seen it on TV, you've heard about it. Now here's your opportunity to actually taste them side by side and see what you think. You know, that's the whole point of this. There's 5 different butters. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different milk. 2 of them are grass-fed milk. These 2 are the grass-fed. This one says it, this one doesn't. So I'd like to know what you think about the differences between those in addition to those criteria. Do yourself the favor of spending the time really looking at the differences between these things. What are the color differences? Or, you know, aroma? You know, what are the aroma differences? If we're going to spend more for this stuff, and we're going to tout the advantages of this, then we better at least stick it in our mouth and figure out whether or not it's worth it, right? Yeah,
oh, did you?
Warm it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What tons of them? Like, I remember having like a ceramic parrot, you know, like.
What is it, fawn and?
It reminds me of eating styrofoam. The yellow one has a much better mouthfeel, the orange one had a way more like.
Yeah, that's kind of chunky.
Oh yeah, we have criteria for like texture color.
Okay.
I got a bit of the chunky, but it's good. Like it's really good. You can taste it's fresher than the other milk. More fresher.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's very sweet. I would almost substitute that for anything. Like the kind of milk we have at school is just great. Like it's just great. Oh, it's really great.
So as Lesley is here, she's going to talk to us a little bit about Organic Valley, and I have the milks.
My name is Lesley Rush. I am Organic Valley's Regional Marketing Coordinator in the Pacific Northwest.
If anyone wants to revisit the milk.
Well, thanks to all of you for having me here today in your class. I am Organic Valley's Regional Marketing Coordinator here in the Pacific Northwest, so I have the opportunity to help bring our brand to life and connect it with consumers and folks like you who might potentially use our products and help you understand the story of Organic Valley. We are a farmer-owned cooperative. We started out in 1995 and we have now 64 farmers here in the Pacific Northwest. This is our 17th year in this region. This just shows a variety of different types of milk that we have to offer. We do have our Northwest Pastures milk. The milk that you buy here is produced here locally. We also produce an omega-3 milk, which is supplemented with fish oil that's been encapsulated. You can't taste the fish at all in that one, so it's pretty interesting. And then our newest milk is the Grassmilk, which is not only just traditionally pasteurized, it also was non-homogenized, so you guys probably saw that cream rising to the top. What did you all think about the taste of the two? Can you remember back?
Yeah, the grass milk was very fresh.
We loved it.
Yeah, I liked it.
And we tasted it actually against a local non-homogenized grass-fed milk, and people liked this one better, like hands down.
And could you taste that kind of a slightly floral, grassy?
It has a really nice sweetness to it.
It really does. And did you notice a difference in the mouthfeel?
Yeah.
I think there's also a real difference in the mouthfeel between the non-homogenized milk and homogenized milk.
It looks thinner, but when it gets in your mouth, it has a really creamy texture.
Yeah, definitely. I've heard people say it's almost like drinking ice cream. Or,
That is what somebody said. They said it's like drinking melted ice cream.
So, it's delicious. And the grass milk comes from just 3 farms in Humboldt County, California. So that one is a West Coast produced product, but it isn't produced here in the Northwest. But it's doing really well, so we're really kind of fingers crossed that we can start having a more regionalized process for that. We launched the product in March in a West Coast partnership with Whole Foods because they have stores all along the West Coast, and that was a way for us to guarantee a home for the product. And then we opened it up to the rest of the natural channel in about a month later. All Organic Valley farms are pasture-based. The difference with the Grassmilk is that it's a 100% grass-fed milk.
What kinds of things would you think you would use this milk for?
Any specialty item you're going to make?
Like what?
I mean,
Desserts.
Biscuits.
Desserts? Biscuits?
Maybe like a sauce or something.
Weren't we talking about maybe coffee drinks too?
Coffee
That it would
drinks?
Be good with coffees.
Gelato?
Fresh mozzarella would be awesome with that.
What about bechamel? That's
yeah.
the sauce that you guys use, that it's all milk, right?
Yeah.
You'd really get that flavor. Think about the mac and cheese you could make if you made the bechamel using that milk. That might be kind of nice.
You see on menus all over town, they rave about where they bought all the different products. They might even focus on some of these farmstead cheeses, but you don't very often see people saying they're proud of where they got their milk and cream and butter.
Probably because they use so much of it, and like it's probably like a cost thing. If you're paying like almost $5 for the grass milk, they're using like cheese sauce, like gallons of cheese sauce. It's like that'd be too costly. Like too.
Why would that be different than chicken or anything else though, that you use a lot of?
I don't know.
If you tout it, then you can charge more by saying I'm using this organic.
Yeah.
You're educating your customer.
Right.
Yeah,
This
this
is
what we could do for customer perception.
Right.
We're the ones who make those changes out there by just telling them that it might be something that they weren't really thinking about before, and then all of a sudden, and it's not that mothers don't think about that. Why do you think organic milk and non-hormone milk is just skyrocketed? Because mothers buy it for their kids, right? But if on a menu you talked about, well, this cheese sauce, I mean, part of the reason this mac and cheese is more expensive is because we're using 100% grass-fed. I think customers would get that and be willing to pay more, especially if, you know, if they tasted it as well.
And now what if you...
Chantilly with the organic cream, you might want to tell people that why your chantilly is a little more expensive, but it tastes so like ice cream. It tastes so good.
Right.
And now what if you're also telling them that you're supporting, you know, local farmers, like, because Organic Valley is a co-op.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kevin. They might not
Yeah.
know that. They look at Organic Valley being a nationwide company and not know that the dairy is actually sourced locally.
I'd love for everyone to remember that Organic Valley is a farmer-owned cooperative and that our products are produced regionally in the Pacific Northwest and that Grassmilk comes from farms in Northern California. It's 100% grass-fed, so the cows are never fed any grain, and it's a non-homogenized milk.
Thank you, Lesley.